Hi guys, and welcome to a wee bit of a fun what if experiment here on Football Manager 2018. I was thinking about this the other day. Obviously Scotland right now in a position without a manager. Obviously Michael O'Neill, the Northern Ireland manager, knocked it back, and we're in a bit of a mess just now looking for a gaffer. One of the guys being suggested is Alex McLeish, with the sort of reasoning being that he's been there and done it before and he's an experienced manager, knows what it's all about. So being a little bit unenthused by that, I wondered who's another gaffer who's been there and done it before and got a lot of experience. So I sort of wondered what would happen if Alex Ferguson, Sir Alex, was to come out of retirement and take the Scotland job. How would he fare in that role? So let's do it. We're sitting here in August 2020, so he's had time to qualify for Euros, World Cup. Let's have a little look. We're going to give him till 2024 to see how he gets on qualifying for future tournaments and stuff, but let's just have a wee look here at 2020, how he's actually got on so far. So if we look at the schedule, we go back to season 1, of course. Actually 2016 is not a season in the game. 2017 he will have taken over, he will have played this England away game, so he would have took over at the UEFA World Cup qualifiers here against England on the 1st of September. And by the way, just looking down the list, you can see how well he's done. So we got a 2-0 win over England at Wembley Stadium. Lee Griffiths and Darren Fletcher scoring early for him there. Then he went away to Malta, beat them 4-1. They were actually behind within 8 minutes, but after 12 minutes they were 2-1 up. Lee Griffiths, Ryan Fraser, Lee Griffiths, and then Kieran Tierney scoring the goals there. Then Lithuania came to Hampden. Within 50 minutes they were 3 up. Matt Phillips, Chris Martin and Ryan Gauld actually getting the goals. We look at Ryan Gauld now, still at Sporting Lisbon B, but he has 28 Scotland caps now, scoring 2 goals. So clearly Fergie likes young Ryan Gauld. After that, Slovenia actually came to Hampden and escaped with a 0-0 draw, but it's enough for the World Cup qualifiers to take us to the playoffs against Turkey. As you can see, home and away 2-0. Away in Turkey, 2-0, Lee Griffiths and Matt Ritchie. At Hampden, Lee Griffiths and Andrew Robertson. And we go through 4-0 in aggregate against Turkey, so we are actually in the World Cup. So there you go, right off the bat, Fergie gets us to a World Cup, first tournament since 1998. The question is, how does he fare? Can he get us through the group stage, which we've never done before? Let's have a look. Actually, the friendlies he played leading up to World Cup, lost 3-0 to Wales, Ramsey, Vokes and Tyler Roberts scoring. Then he went away to Cyprus, got a 1-1, Dimitriou scoring for them and Lee Griffiths scoring for us. Then Saudi Arabia came to to Pataudry. It was a 4-1 win for Scotland, Matt Phillips, Lee Griffiths, Kieran Tierney and Ryan Fraser. Then we went away to United Arab Emirates and Lee Griffiths scored in a 1-0 win. And then it was World Cup time. Mexico beat us, sadly, over at Spartak Moscow Stadium in Russia. Javi Hernandez and Raul Jimenez get the goals in a 2-0 win. But then we actually beat Holland at the Kazan Arena. Bas Dost got Holland 1-0 up. Matt Ritchie quickly equalised. And then 2 late goals from Lee Griffiths and Stuart Armstrong gives Scotland a win. Then we play Iran on neutral ground at the Volgograd Arena in Russia. Liam Lindsay with the only goals. We win 1-0 and we actually make our way through the group. Then we draw Argentina and we get smashed 5-0. Higuain, Lindsay on goal, Marcos Acuna at the brace and a Messi penalty in Novgorod. Well, what's to be expected? We drew Argentina. Now that's still better than Scotland have ever done at a World Cup before, so clearly Sir Alex Ferguson paying dividends already, coming back into the Scotland job. Then it was time for the European League thing, and this is this friendly thing that they've drawn in real life, where Scotland have drawn Israel and Albania in real life. That's what this tournament's going to be. We actually play Saudi Arabia in another friendly, beat them 4-1 again. Lee Griffiths, Andrew Robertson, Matt Ritchie and Callum Patterson, who now has 22 Scotland caps and is actually playing for Pachuca over in Mexico. So he pops up there. Then we go into this European League thing. Actually lose 3-2 away to Albania. Stuart Armstrong and Ryan Fraser getting the goals for Scotland, but a goal in the 85th minute from Ray Manaj gives Albania the win. Then we kick it into high gear, beat Montenegro at Hampden 2-1, Matt Ritchie in the first minute and then a 19th minute penalty. And then Finland come to Hampden, Matt Ritchie at the brace and Scott McTominay, the young Man United player who has 2 Scotland caps now, got a chance to impress there in this competition and managed to bag himself a goal at Hampden Park. Then Albania come to Hampden, and that Ray Manaj scores another late goal and they get away with a draw. But then Scotland go to Montenegro, win 3-0. Callum Patterson and Matt Ritchie at the brace. They go away to Finland 3-1. Matt Phillips, Stephen Naismith, would you believe, and Matt Ritchie at the goals. So they get the win there. Then it's time for Euro qualifiers already in 2019. So we start off against Croatia here. 1-1 away from home, and Jay Quitongo scores. He's a Hearts player now. He has 4 caps and 1 goal, the young man. Sir Alex Ferguson keen to try new faces, clearly, which was one of the criticisms Gordon Strachan, was that he wouldn't try new faces. He stuck with the old guard. Then we hosted Finland at Hampden. It's a disappointing result. Darren Fletcher, member of the old guard, gets us off to a good start, and then we actually go 2-1 behind, and then James Morrison, another member of the old guard, scores a late equaliser to get us a point. Then it's back to back against Latvia, 3-0 victories both times. We beat them 3-0 at Hampden, 2 goals from Matt Ritchie, 1 from Lee Griffiths. Then we go away, Lee Griffiths penalty, Matt Ritchie and Ryan Gauld scoring in a comfortable victory there. Then a friendly against Georgia, Griffiths, Matt Ritchie, Matt Phillips scoring a 3-0 win there. Then it goes a bit south in the Euro qualifiers, 4 losses in a row here. 3-1 loss away to Italy. Now Matt Phillips getting our goal in that one. 2-1 home loss against Croatia. Matt Phillips getting our goal to draw us level after Mandzukic got Croatia the early goal, but then unfortunately Josip Brekalo scoring late as Croatia win that one. Then Finland, a 2-0 victory over us over in Finland, and then Italy come to Hampden and win 2-1. Matt Phillips equalising in the 33rd minute after Bellotti got them off to a flyer, but unfortunately Gagliardini does score in the 77th and beat us. However, it gets a bit confusing here now for me, as we have a Euro Championship qualifying playoff semi-final against Norway, which seems to suggest that we did well enough in that group somehow to get through to something else. I don't know if they've changed qualification rules perhaps, but nonetheless we get Norway in that. Matt Phillips' brace gives us an extra time victory. Then we go into the final against Greece. We win that 2-1 as well. Andrew Robertson and a late goal from Murray Wallace in the 86th minute gets us through, and we're into the Euros somehow. And we have the friendly against Kosovo, 4-1 victory. Matt Ritchie, Matt Phillips, Lee Griffiths and Callum Smith, the young 20-year-old striker there, getting a cap. He has 4 caps and 2 goals now, so well done the young man. Yeah, so he's won a call up as well, the youngster there. We then played Sweden. Andrew Robertson got the goal for us, Alexander Isak for them in a 1-1. Then at the Euros in Russia, apparently, 3-1 loss to Italy. Lee Griffiths getting our goal. Then a 2-1 loss to the Czechs with Callum Smith scoring. Then 1-1 against England. Andrew Robertson for us, Harry Kane for them. And that was us out of the Euros at the group stage. But there you go. Where were they played actually? 2 played in Azerbaijan, 1 played in Russia. Interesting. But there you go. As I say, that is Alex Ferguson's reign so far as Scotland manager. That's part 1 of how he got on. So he managed to qualify for the World Cup and the Euros, so definitely worth getting him out of retirement for that. At least he's brought some new boys into the lineup who've mostly done pretty well. He's playing a 4-2-3-1 here, being quite positive. He's playing Kieran Tierney as a right back to get Andrew Robertson in the team as well. John Souttar is also playing here. Ryan Fraser's obviously done very well. 23 caps he has now for Scotland. Lee Griffiths has 21 goals and 48 caps, so he's lighting it up for Scotland. And he's brought a number of youngsters like Callum Smith. He's now got 4 Scotland caps. Matt Ritchie obviously going well too, has 18 goals and 51 caps. Matt Phillips likewise 11 goals and 42 caps. Cammy Kerr also been brought into the team, has 3 Scotland caps, the Dundee right back. Murray Wallace likewise, 5 caps and a goal there for him. Lewis McLeod, Lewis Morgan actually is there as well. He's now a Nottingham Forest player with 3 Scotland caps. Lewis McLeod with 4 Scotland caps there, Huddersfield player at this point. Dean Martin, Dean Martin's a regen. Wow, they've struck gold with him by the looks of it. But yeah, so that's how Alex Ferguson's done so far. We'll come back in the next part and we'll see how he gets on after that. He has Serbia, Slovakia, Ireland, Serbia, Ireland to play. And then he has World Cup qualifiers against the Faroes, Slovakia, Italy and Finland. So quite fancy Sir Alex chances of getting through that one. So we'll see how he does in those games when we come back to check it out next time. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this little fun scenario. Who would you guys like to see as Scotland gaffer, interestingly? My pick was Paul Lambert, who unfortunately was the Stoke manager, so a bit all at sea unfortunately on the Scotland manager front. But as I say, I hope you've enjoyed this little bit of fun. Please hit the like button if you have done, and of course you can subscribe to the channel if you want to be alerted when the next part of this drops, so we can see how Fergie gets on in his next campaigns. But mostly I just want to say thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.